In 1947, during an historic UN vote, Guatemala voted along with the United States to support the establishment of a Jewish state. Guatemala's president-elect Alejandro Giammattei says his country will continue to stand with Israel.
For us in Guatemala, Israel means a lot, and we're going to defend Israel just as even Israel has defended us. We're going to be allies all of our lives because we're united by the same faith that leads us to believe in the same God, and we will be on par with Israel defending them. The enemies of Israel are our enemies, and the friends of Israel are our friends.
The president-elect delivered an address at the Friends of Zion Museum in Jerusalem.
He has a compassion, he has a conviction for the Jewish people and for the nation of Israel and for the promises in the Bible, and he's acting that out in a beautiful way.
Israel was Giammattei's first international trip in his new role. For Israelis, it means a lot.
This is extremely important to Israel because, unfortunately, as you well know, we can count our friends probably in our hands. Guatemala has always been a steadfast friend of Israel from the beginning of the establishment of the State of Israel.
We do have friends around the world where we speak about our enemies, but we are grateful to our friend, to President Giammattei from Guatemala, who came here and said, not only I will stand with you in Jerusalem, I will help you to bring more embassies to Jerusalem.
As soon as he is inaugurated, Giammattei plans to designate Hezbollah as a terrorist organization.
The president declared today, and he says also that the enemies of Israel are the enemies of Guatemala, and the friends of Israel are the friends of Guatemala. So he is also working very hard to be able that in the first months of his mandate, he will be able to have a more active role so we can be able to help Israel in anything that they need in these terrible times that they are living in the world with anti-Semitism.
Israelis hope more Latin American countries will follow Guatemala's lead to move their embassies to Jerusalem. They see it as a win-win.
It's actually amazing what can happen from an embassy being here. I can tell you what's going on with the American embassy being here. There's so much more trade, there's so much more conversations of how we can add value to each other, spread technology and know-how with each other. The same is happening with Guatemala. Any country, I believe, that decides to become Israel's friends, move their embassy, will only benefit. And of course, we benefit from the friendship and from trade ties and from everything else that comes with it.
Jerusalem Deputy Mayor Hassan Nahum says Guatemala's move is a sign more nations around the world are recognizing Jerusalem as Israel's eternal capital. Chris Mitchell, CBN News, Jerusalem.